Are you moving to Toronto on your own? Moving to Toronto by yourself can be a big step, and this video shows just how great it can be. I'm Sandra D'Amato, and if this is your first time on this channel and you want to learn everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play in Toronto, make sure you tap the subscribe button and click the bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video. And honestly, we get so many phone calls and emails and texts every single day from people moving here. We just love to help them. So even if you're thinking about moving anywhere in the Toronto or GTA area, make sure you give us a call, shoot us an email, or hit the Calendly link below to book an appointment. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when you're moving to Toronto. Now let's get started watching Silvia as she moves to Toronto on her own and buys her very first home.
I've been in real estate for 15 years, so I know buying a home can be tough. Buying on your own, even tougher. Silvia's a home buying rookie looking for a property and some income.
Oh my God. It's like a goth den down here.
You wanted income. She wants the money, but does she have what it takes to be a landlord?
You're suggesting that I live in the basement?
Time for a reality check.
Being a landlord isn't just a license to print money. There's some work and there's some risk involved.
Hadn't thought about that.
She won't be doing it alone, but she will be doing it by herself.
I'm Silvia and I'm 28 years old. I have 2 jobs. By day I'm a teacher, and by night I run a group home where I live with 3 teenage girls and I help to guide and support them in learning life skills. I am the house mom. I'm technically called the role model. When most people finish work, they go home. For me, that's not the case. When I go home, I'm still at work. I don't really have my own space to call my own. I can't really throw parties in my house. I don't often have friends over. Unfortunately, in about 3 months, the group home is closing down. I will no longer have a place to live, which is why now is the perfect time for me to be looking.
Silvia has dedicated her life to helping others, and finally she's about to help herself by buying a home. I'm meeting with her at a friend's house. Silvia's not only never owned a home, she's never lived on her own. Let's see if she knows what she wants.
Well, this looks like it's been recently renovated. Is that what you're aspiring towards for your new home?
Yes, definitely. I want it to be move-in ready.
You have rented over the years, so, painting and stuff like that's a no-brainer, right?
No, actually I haven't rented either, so I've never painted before.
So you're jumping into home ownership and you've never even held a paintbrush or a roller in your hand? That's interesting.
Pretty much. I am useless with a hammer, a screwdriver. I wouldn't know how to fix a toilet, a stove.
Sounds like Silvia really isn't ready for a fixer-upper.
What about location? This is a fabulous location.
I love that it's close to where I work. I can just rollerblade over to work.
Is that on your wish list? It has to be close enough to work that you can rollerblade?
Not so much rollerblade, but close to public transit.
How many bedrooms are you hoping to get?
At least 2 bedrooms.
Okay. Sylvia, is there anything else on your wish list that I need to know about?
Well, yes. I was hoping that I would be able to generate some income from the property.
Like a basement apartment?
Yeah, so either a basement apartment or potentially an extra bedroom to rent out to a friend.
If you have a basement apartment, you get more money, but there's more liability and responsibilities as a landlord. To have someone sharing your personal space by renting out a bedroom and really infringing on your privacy. So there's going to be potentially that conflict.
I'm not quite sure yet. I'm kind of stuck in the middle, so I think I'm going to need your help on this one.
So income potential is definitely on your wish list, one way or another.
Definitely.
Got it.
Living at a group home and not paying rent allowed her to save $100,000. She can take a mortgage of $500,000, bringing her total budget to $600,000. At that amount, her monthly mortgage payment would be about $24.96. Silvia wants to subsidize her mortgage by renting part of her home to a tenant. The right suite could bring in over $1,000 a month, and that could really help with mortgage payments.
Sylvia, I told you to bring 2 friends along to help with the home search. Who have you brought?
I brought my best friend, Heather. She's going to help me find a home that's easy and hassle-free.
I just think Silvia needs to have a place of her own, some space to herself, and not have the hassle and the worry of having tenants or roommates or having to look after other people.
I also brought Rhonda. I really look up to her, and she's going to make sure that I get a great investment.
I think Silvia needs a rental property. You have to pay your mortgage off first. That's the most important thing, and it'll set you up for the rest of your life.
Income from rental doesn't balance out the risk, and not to mention she's got enough to worry about. She has to outfit an entire house.
These are 2 very different but very valid points, but They're also two very different properties, so there's more than one way to make money from a house. I think we need to see a few different homes that offer different ways to make money and live on your own, and then the choice is yours.
Oh yeah, Sandra, for sure. Let's find her that duplex.
Not a duplex. Not a duplex.
I need to help Silvia envision her immediate future because until she does that, she's not going to be able to pick the right place. I'm going to show her 3 great properties and hopefully one will help her determine which way to go. The first house I picked for Silvia gives her the option of living with a roommate. Located only 5 minutes from the subway in a busy West End neighborhood, this home is ready to live in. Silvia's investment-savvy friend Rhonda is joining us to look at this home. Come on in. What are you smiling at?
Wow, I love it. It's beautiful. It feels really spacious, and I like that it's newly renovated.
Because we know you're not handy.
It's true. Oh, nice kitchen.
I'm not too fond of the white appliances, but
Yeah, I don't really love the white appliances.
You have so much to buy, you're worried about the color of your appliances. I get it, but I also just want to caution you, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
So this is a dining area. The great thing is it's open here, so while you're cooking, your friends could help you.
We can have our hockey team come over after a game.
yeah, you over there cooking for us.
Nice bright master bedroom.
Wow, it's very bright. Beautiful.
It's a great size. Oh, Sandra, the closet's a bit small. I was hoping for a walk-in.
Ah, walk-in closet in a 75-year-old house. We're not likely to find that, but there is plenty of room for dressers in this master bedroom. This is the second of 3 bedrooms.
This is a good size second bedroom.
You could put a roommate in here.
I don't like it. It would be too close to the master bedroom for me. I think that's going to be a real infringement on her privacy.
There's a third bedroom too, isn't there?
Yeah, but this one's bigger. This is the most logical place to put a roommate.
Maybe you could rent out the basement.
But this house doesn't have a basement apartment, so Silvia wants some income and she suggested a roommate.
What, are you going to be sharing the bathroom with this person as well?
And the kitchen and the dining area.
This is not a private setup. You can hear everything. And you might want to be able to run naked to the bathroom.
Rhonda, I really love this house so far, and I need that extra income. Really, I don't have any other options.
It's a pretty big size.
Yeah, it's
very
huge. I love it. Is there a second bathroom, Sandra?
The second bathroom is a 2-piece, so there's no shower.
So I would have to share this with someone else.
That's still no good, Sylvia. This is short, Sylvia. I'm glad you are. I thought maybe for sure you were gonna manage to get some kind of rental potential down here, but no.
It does look big enough that you could put a bed there and then use this kind of as a living space.
For you? Because I think that's the only way you can make it work. You're gonna get your privacy here.
You're suggesting that I live in the basement?
You have to live in the basement.
What?
2 tenants upstairs means twice the income.
Who wants to live in the basement?
I picked this home for Silvia because it's beautifully finished and only minutes from public transit. The location is desirable for tenants, which means it would be easy to rent. If Silvia wants the shared space option, this is a great choice. Listed at $495,000, Silvia's monthly mortgage payment would be about $1,972. I don't think Silvia would consider living in the basement, so she can expect to collect about $500 a month by renting a room. Let's talk again about the options that this house offers you. It does offer quite a bit of flexibility.
I love that there are lots of options. There's just so many things to think about. Living upstairs, living downstairs, sharing a bathroom. It's a little stressful and a little overwhelming. I thought roommates would be a simple solution, but this house makes that complicated.
Silvia's questioning if she wants to live with roommates, and I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't educate her about her options. I want to show her a house that she can have privacy in and income too. Coming up, I show Silvia a cute bungalow.
Love the kitchen, it's gorgeous.
But can she see past her friend's concerns?
You're already starting with trouble and you're only at the door to the downstairs apartment.
My client Silvia is buying a home on her own because the group home where she works and lives is shutting down in 3 months. We just looked at a move-in ready home that she could share with a roommate. It's time for me to show her another income option. I'm about to show Silvia this great little bungalow because it has a basement apartment, and seeing this place could help her decide whether or not she's ready to become a landlord. She could make the basement into a completely separate suite, which would provide privacy and bring in more income. This home is in a quiet residential neighborhood just a 10-minute walk to the subway. Silvia's friend Heather thinks she should choose a maintenance-free lifestyle. Come on in.
Wow. This is what I'm talking about.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I like it. I like the windows.
Is there anything you don't like about this space?
Not so much the space, but I did notice.
Yep, it's radiator heat, which is a very consistent heat, and it's great for people with allergies. Forced air blows the air in and stirs up the dust. So some people really prefer this type of heat.
I just think that the house is sort of more modern and the radiators dated.
I'll tell you what the option is. The option is about $50,000.
I think you can live with it.
I think I can definitely live with it.
Let's check out this kitchen because this is newly renovated.
Wow, I love the kitchen.
Wow.
Love the countertops, cabinets, the appliances.
It's got all the buzzwords: stainless steel, granite, hardwood. And this is the master bedroom.
Great size bedroom. Wow, great closet space.
It's like having a closet organizer. You got these pull-outs. They're great.
With this, I wouldn't even need a dresser.
And this is your spare bedroom.
Ah, this is a great sized room as well.
So far, so good on Silvia's space. Now we'll take a look at the rental potential.
We're gonna check out downstairs, but I wanna show you something. Because there is a basement apartment, and I know you don't like that idea at all, I would install a home security system and have a contact put on this door.
So how much would something like that cost and how would it work exactly?
Most alarm companies will install the hardware for you, and then you just sign a 3-year contract for about $35 a month.
See, but you're already starting with trouble and you're only at the door to the downstairs apartment.
Ah, kitchen's a little old school.
Well, I have to point this out because, like, very clearly, ceiling height is not an issue for you or for me, but Heather might have something to say.
Yeah, so you're probably gonna have to rent to someone short. Yeah, I don't know, I see a lot of upgrades that might need to happen, like this stove, for example.
It's bordering on antique, okay? And that above ground window lets in a lot of natural light, so that will get you more money from a tenant.
Yeah, that's a huge window for a basement apartment.
So, Heather, it's not that bad.
I guess that remains to be seen.
Wow, this is a huge space. I love it.
You do realize, of course, that this is the bedroom and the living area.
Yeah, but for a bachelor apartment, it would be amazing.
For income potential, having a bachelor, you're gonna get less money.
Well, would it be possible to somehow partition the rooms off to make a bedroom and a living room?
We're gonna buy her a tool set, a nice little tool belt.
I showed this house because it offers an alternative for rental income and it requires minimal work to make a secure, independent basement suite. This home has 2 bedrooms for Silvia and the location is great. At a list price of $499,999, Silvia's monthly mortgage would be $1,997. With rental income of about $900, Silvia's monthly carrying cost would be under $1,400.
How are you feeling about this place overall?
Overall, I love the house. I love the main floor. The basement apartment, I'm happy that it's an income property, although a few concerns there. I did get a little nervous when Sandra started talking about the security. It wasn't something that I had even thought about before.
That's a very real concern that you should have. Heather, you have an issue with Silvia becoming a landlord. Tell me why.
I just think that her whole goal is to be more independent, and having a tenant means that she's gonna have to be caring for their needs and making sure that they're taken care of when I really feel like this should be all about her.
Are you closer to wanting to be a landlord or further away now that we've seen this place?
Good question. I think I'm still on the fence at this point, and would probably have a lot to consider.
I am all for women buying a house and getting rent from the basement.
But it's not always the most secure way of generating income. Silvia has another option that's more secure and lucrative, and I'm gonna show her. Coming up, this legal duplex is a moneymaker in disguise.
It brings in $1,100 a month.
But can Silvia get past the rockin' decor?
It's like a goth den down here.
Silvia's buying her first home by herself. I showed her a beautiful 3-bedroom home with the option to rent out the spare room for $500 a month. And we saw a cute bungalow with a basement apartment that would bring in $900 a month.
Sylvia wants rental income, and I've chosen this legal duplex to show her.
The second floor of this house is a self-contained 1-bedroom rental suite that could bring in $1,100 a month. It's in a trendy West End neighborhood, just steps to public transit and a big park. It's listed at $599,000. Always frugal, Sylvia's friend Rhonda loves a good investment and she's coming along for the tour.
Oh my God.
So what? It's purple. You can paint that.
I actually don't mind the purple.
What? Why is there a pool table right here?
No. You're supposed to be saying, Sandra, oh my goodness, this room is so large you could put a pool table in it.
The pool table doesn't come with the house, so this would be a dining room.
You are like... I think she fainted.
I just can't get over that deer head on the wall.
Work with me here, guys. Come on. High ceilings, gorgeous original trim. This is the biggest room we've seen. There's the door. They have it covered by a bookcase, but you could use that as your entrance.
Feels like I'm stepping into like a punk rock band meets gothic novel house. And I'm not liking that feel.
This house has been decorated to the owner's taste, which I'm quite enjoying. It has not been staged. Look at the bones.
But Sandra, I want something that's moving, ready to go. I haven't really painted before, so am I scared to paint? Maybe a little bit.
I don't consider painting work. It's not tearing down walls, it's simply hiring a painter. If somebody else buys this house, fixes and paints the walls and puts it back on the market, they're gonna put it for $40,000 higher. Because it's not staged, you can make money here. And I'm telling you, there is gold here.
I'm gonna try and keep an open mind, Sandra.
Here's the kitchen.
Oh, it's very black.
She needs to forget about the paint color and look at this kitchen size. It's huge for an older home.
If that area where the pool table is becomes your dining room, you don't need an eat-in kitchen.
I gotta agree with her. This is a big kitchen. It does have a lot of potential.
Okay, I do have to point something out though. That is an electric mouse repellent device.
Oh God.
You're squeamish for a future homeowner.
Mice is no problem.
You can use it to either bring down the price or they have to get an exterminator in here at their expense. This is a bonus room, and you can tell by the difference in the ceiling height that it was an addition. It's not original to the house.
It's not bad, aside from the hideous wallpaper.
It's actually not wallpaper, it's stenciled. Very easily painted over.
That's true, Sylvia. That's pretty Junior Ranger-ish.
Junior Ranger-ish in the home renovation scheme. I love it. Here's the master bedroom.
It's like a goth den down here. When I see black paint everywhere, I think depression and death.
Okay, the black accent wall may not be your taste.
No.
You wanted income. This fits the bill.
It's a huge trade-off, having this house with great income, but living in the ridiculous living space.
If you don't like living down here, you can change one of the rooms upstairs to a bedroom.
I just can't do it.
Even if Sylvia lived in the upstairs apartment and rented this one out, she'd still have to paint it. She's got to get over this decor.
Sylvia has got to suck it up. She needs rental income, and this is the place that's gonna afford her that.
Rhonda here's $1,100 in rent. That's it. She's sold.
This home may not be 100% move-in ready, but I showed it to Sylvia because the rental potential is too good to pass up. The monthly mortgage for this house would be about $2,500. With $1,100 coming in from a tenant, Sylvia's total monthly cost would be just over $1,600.
How are you feeling about this place?
I'm not feeling very optimistic about it.
Sylvia, the income potential in this house is something you can't turn your back on.
What the heck, Rhonda? I'm buying a new place and you keep telling me I have to live in the basement.
I did it for 10 years myself till I paid my house off.
The voice of experience and reason.
What you're both saying makes sense, but still, it's such a tough decision.
I think you're gonna have to sleep on this one. I just hope you don't have nightmares. This house has a ton of potential, not only as a real estate investment, but as an investment property too. Hey, finding a moneymaker that also looks like your dream home is next to impossible, and that's the challenge that Sylvia faces.
So let's look at the 3 homes I've shown Sylvia. There's the house with the roommate option that's beautifully finished that would cost Sylvia about $1,700 a month. The bungalow with the basement rental unit has a stunning kitchen. It's the least expensive option. Her monthly cost after rent would be about $1,400. The legal duplex has tons of space, and the upstairs apartment would bring in $1,100 in rent, leaving Sylvia with monthly costs of just over $1,600.
I think Sylvia should go with the house with the roommate option because I just can't see Sylvia as a landlady.
I think Sylvia should buy the legal duplex. I'm all about the bottom line, and I think that's the house for Sylvia.
We've looked at 3 houses now. I need to know where you're at.
Well, the financial security is important, but I don't want to make the compromises.
So it's starting to sound like the aesthetic appeal might be more important to you than that income. So those are the 2 things you have to weigh out, and only you can answer them.
I think I know what I want to do.
Tell me.
I want the house with the roommate option. I love that house. It's perfect, move-in ready, and I can deal with the fact that it won't be bringing in as much income. I love it, and I'm willing to make that trade-off.
That's great. I think it's a great option for you. Now, there's some really bad news about that house. There are 5 other buyers who want to buy it.
Yikes.
Coming up, Silvia's found her dream house.
I love it.
But can she make it her home?
We've got to go way higher.
My client Silvia is buying her first home by herself. I showed her 3 great homes with 3 options to generate rental income. She has chosen the beautifully finished house with the roommate option, but there's a problem.
There are several offers registered. If you want to go forward with an offer and compete, you will be competing with 5 other buyers.
So what does that mean?
It means the price is $495,000. You can pretty much kiss that goodbye. We've got to go way higher.
I'm very scared of bidding wars.
Do you still want to try it?
I do.
You do?
I do, 100%.
Well, the fact that you're in sells me on the fact that you're sure this is the one.
This house has been priced low to encourage bids. With 3 bedrooms, a renovated kitchen, and a finished basement, Silvia could go to $585,000 without overpaying. That's $90,000 over asking, but still $15,000 below her budget. In a multiple offer situation, anything can happen, and I always tell my clients to be prepared for disappointment.
I'm getting nervous.
Fingers crossed.
I'd be nervous too if I were you. Multiple offers.
Oh, she's here.
Hey guys, who's winning this game of pool?
Forget about pool. What happened?
I know, you must be really stressed out. The thing is, you're up against 5 other offers, and there can only be one winner. You went in with $585,000, and it was enough to win it. Yay! Nice.
Good for you, Sylvia. Congratulations. Get in that basement and start collecting the cash, baby.
It's official. I've got a house.
We're doing the bump here.
Thanks, Sandra.
I'm glad I could be part of it.
I'm currently on cloud 9.
Whenever you buy a house, your list of priorities and your fears will dictate what type of property you end up with. Sylvia was most comfortable with roommates. It's what she knew. So she was a little scared to take on a tenant and become a landlady, even though it would seriously help with the bills. Once we focused in on what Sylvia wanted, she bought it, all by herself.
I'm so excited to be a homeowner. It's been a long process and a long journey. I'm glad that it's finally over. It was a bit of a roller coaster ride. And I was pretty nervous there at the end with the multiple offers, but I'm so excited to finally have my dream home. This is the biggest decision I've made on my own in my life, and I'm feeling great about it.
For more information about this show, please visit hgtv.ca.
If you're getting ready to move in or around Toronto, please reach out to me with the information in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with new videos. See ya.